Yo, welcome to the pod. Appreciate you joining us. Today we're going to be talking about the controversy surrounding the recent magazine covers done by Jonathan Majors and Rihanna featuring A$AP Rocky.
I'm one of your hosts, TK, aka Don Quixote Majors.
And I'm Darius, aka Nate Love. And this is Mind the Gap. All right, so if you don't know, Jonathan Majors, who recently did a cover for, I think it was Ebony, and then Rihanna did a cover for British Vogue, and they getting some backlash right now. We'll have them posted up here so you can see what we're talking about. A lot of people are concerned that these images that are on these covers are promoting the emasculation of the black male.
Yeah.
What you think?
No,
not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit, man. For one, it was Rihanna's interview. He was the featured act. Now I don't understand what that was. He wasn't even the act.
He was just there.
Yeah, he was there.
She's giving him a look.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just that one I just didn't understand. He was holding his kid, showing love to his kid,
right,
while holding the hand of his wife, who was the main story of that couple.
But you didn't see the diagrams? They broke it down of how she was in the masculine posture, he was in the feminine posture, he was, holding the baby, cock shaming. They had his hand in front of his junk. You ain't see that?
Nah,
you ain't see how they emasculate that man?
Once again, we did more of that than the pictures and the covers could ever do. Us as a people did more like down on the men more than anything. These are men that are further than most people that was commenting about.
Yeah.
By being manly. The ideal of manly. It's once they step outside the box of a person's perspective and who they should be, is when they start judging them and saying, hey, because I don't like that.
Then you gotta be helping somebody else's agenda.
You must be helping somebody or you doing a ritual. That's another one of the things I said. I think like it was like somebody was saying it was a ritual, but in the same like both they were saying it was like back break. I was like, which one is it?
Butt breaking?
Butt breaking. I don't know, which one is it?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, but people just be, it's like kindergarten, bro. I'm just connecting the dots, man. And whatever just picture comes up, you know what I'm saying? It comes up as that.
I also agree. I don't think it's emasculation like I was saying. Like I said a while back, man, just because somebody don't subscribe to like your particular brand of what you think a man or masculinity is, does not mean that they are themselves being emasculated or promoting that. You know what I'm saying? Like in his case, Rocky is holding his child, promoting the image that we don't see often in the media of a black man taking care of his child.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? How is that emasculated?
How was that? With his billionaire wife while also being a multi-millionaire. I don't understand
how that's emasculating that man.
I don't know what you're. That's a provider. That's one. A protector also.
I think it's the braids. I think that's what. Because they be getting on him. He already known to be a pretty boy. That's his whole thing. Yeah. Pretty boy Flacco. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't the swollest dude.
And he like a fashion type dude too.
Yeah.
So
he already out in that world.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Schoolboy Q was making fun of him because he had that picture in Japan. It's like, no, but we ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? He's already known for doing that.
That's his image. So it's not like he's going against it. I mean, if anything, that's the most manly outfit I've seen him in a minute.
I don't understand it. Like I'm saying, what is this masculinity that we're supposed to subscribe to? What is this hierarchy of things?
And it's crazy.
Can I not be myself?
Is that not more masculine to have the confidence to be yourself and just do whatever you want regardless?
I don't understand it.
I don't get that myself. And like if you go back in history, like the times, fashion changed with the times.
Don't even go there.
Have you seen?
Nobody's gonna understand that.
No, but have you seen them zesty ass outfit people like Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley brothers be wearing? Like,
come on,
you can't tell me ain't no zest in them outfits.
Come on, man. You remember Rick James?
But did he get women?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did women want him?
That's what I'm saying.
Did those 6-inch heels stop any woman who wanted to be Rick James to jump on that man's bone?
Like I don't understand I don't know what they're subscribing to. Like I don't know what it is for them. Like for the Jonathan Majors, it was one picture. Nobody had nothing to say about the rest of the pictures,
Yeah.
or nobody really knew what the interview was even about.
Right.
You just took the picture and said, "Hey man, you doing something that you talked to the guy with the muscles, right?
Yeah.
You talked to the guy with the muscles
Who might be
playing Kong,
who might be the most masculine man on the planet right now.
Right now, far as his what he played a bodybuilder. He was in the airplane joint.
He about to be in Creed. He about to fight a man.
He was just in goddamn Marvel as the next big baddie. So I don't understand though. I don't understand what these level of masculinity is, because he was poking out his lips. Them his lips. Why you looking at the man's lips?
He got big lips anyway.
I never knew the man was poking out his lips
until
my wife told me. I think one of the problems is this. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice that, because I ain't looking at that man's face like that. That is wild.
I'm looking at it. I mean, another thing you gotta understand, these magazine covers.
Yeah.
They gonna have some, artistic, wild, outlandish stuff anyway.
Yeah, stuff that these middle class people won't understand, or even upper middle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand
these peons.
These peons, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect, but I'm not in that tax bracket.
These peons.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times we don't watch fashion shows or look at it, was like, bro, this is
that's whack. I don't know what that is. Did you see my man? He
you see Kanye West with the mud outside in the mud thing. I'm like, come on, man, I don't understand this. I'll let y'all.
But did you see my man? I can't think of his name. He was in the NBA. He had this huge puff jacket.
Yeah, I think that was Kyle.
Like ridiculous.
I thought it was Kyle.
You can't. That's not practical.
That's not practical.
None of that's practical.
Is he like, what is the? That's fashion. That's their fashion. That's what they want to wear.
It's supposed to be crazy.
It's supposed to, like, for me, it wasn't even crazy. I thought it was a dope picture.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a dope picture.
And we anime fans.
That was on top of it.
Yeah. That was just extra layer.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know his outfit, or at least his jacket, was inspired by a character called Don Quixote do Flamingo from One Piece.
Fire.
It's anime.
Fire.
Check that out. You ain't gonna be able to catch up even if you start right now.
But you'll get to that.
But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take you at least a decade.
Come on, man.
But
Don Flamingo was a fire villain.
Yeah.
Fire.
Still is.
And it made more sense for him to be in that, because his two roles that he have coming out, his two biggest roles coming out, is him being a villain.
Yeah, being a villain. I ain't even thinking about it. That's another layer.
Come on,
Another layer.
Another layer, man.
And you gotta think about, I think the contrast there is going for. I think they was trying to contrast like his masculine appearance or whatever with like a softer vibe.
Yeah. Showing that a man can be this and this.
Yeah.
And then he still can be
showing
a man.
that duality.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people got
of course they didn't.
I don't think people got
because you know why? Because you have to have a certain amount of thinking. And not everybody has that. Because once you inside your own box and you don't want to come out of there, like, that's the problem with people. People think what they think and their perspective is right. They don't give themselves a second thought. People don't understand it. It's like when you see Trump like supporters, like MAGA and people like that, like, we don't understand why they do this. Like, how can you even follow that man?
Yeah.
Like, why would you say something about this man? Because you in that same box.
See, in that bubble.
You just in your box.
You in that bubble.
You haven't got to the point where you stepped outside of yourself. What is him doing that has anything to do with his masculinity? And why are you judging his masculinity?
Yeah.
Like, you would think as a man, I can't judge another man's masculinity.
Why you worry about that man's appearance?
I don't. That sounds weird to me.
But because I don't know if it's just the way, I am, or the way I was brought up. But what other people do does not bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been like follow the crowd kind of person. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't smoked to this day. I ain't started drinking until I was 21. That was just because I ain't want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even I relate to this because the way I dress, I get the same type of critiques.
Yeah.
I was out here wearing cardigans. You know what I'm saying? And sweaters and bright colored shirts and pants.
And then Kanye came, and then everybody was doing it.
Now everybody was. Now it was cool.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the times, man, and it's whatever people into. But
I'm glad you brought that up, because wasn't heels like originally, like, didn't men wear heels?
Yeah, men did wear heels.
Okay. Didn't men also wear dresses?
Yeah.
But somehow the times changed. Okay.
And
I was making sure.
And don't get me wrong, man. Like it's also culturally, like if you go to Africa and you meet a Maasai warrior, what they got on, you might see is very feminine. They got on like cropped, dresses or whatever, but you step on their land.
Yeah.
It's a spear in the chest. You know what I'm saying? So like what you wear doesn't define who you are, what you into.
I mean, it does represent who you are.
Well,
And
yeah,
sometimes it's your way of speaking to the
right.
world.
But you
your
never
way.
even know what
But
that
he-
person into.
Yeah.
There's dudes out here that wear women clothes just because it's comfortable, but they still got a wife and kids.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know who I think is a masculine person, but it's like I would want to be nowhere near him.
Hmm.
And what's my man named? Booty Warrior. What's his name?
Booty warrior.
What's his name?
I do not know his
He
name.
was like, I want you, and I'm gonna have you.
We do this the easy way or the hard way.
When I watched that documentary, he said that, bro. I got chills. I said, but that's scary.
That's scary, bro.
That's
more. That's one of those.
That's
He comfortable with himself.
And I'd never say
he
that
was
man.
like, booty is more important than water.
I never say that man is emasculated. I was like, that man is scary, bro.
Even though he butt breaking. He doing the butt breaking. It was literally what he doing.
That is crazy.
I've been in here for
That
years.
Crazy.
After years, what you gonna do?
So that's how I feel about it, bro. I don't understand this judgment that Ram that we in. Because like again, when you first brought it up to me, we really should have done it last week. I didn't think it was a problem.
Yeah.
And then I started looking into it. I was like, oh, y'all really hurt.
Y'all
and
really
you would
upset.
think as men we would be less sensitive to things that ain't got nothing to do with us, as the idea of what a man's supposed to be.
Right.
Less sensitive, less emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But like we get emotional about pictures. Like let's just go back to A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
Or why he's holding a baby like that. Why can't he? It's his child. Do you not know how to hold your child? Have you not? Like, why do you? Like you don't give your child hugs.
Maybe you can't relate to that.
Maybe you can't.
Maybe that makes you uncomfortable.
Maybe I think that's also a thing. Too, man. I think it's a thing where it's outside your realm of understanding. Because your way of thinking is like your only way of thinking. Like you don't have an open mind to where new ideas can come in and new perspectives can come in. And I also think it's an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
Because have you seen the new picture between Michael B and Jonathan Majors?
I don't think so.
With them, like it's real like an intimate picture between them two.
More intimate than Chadwick Boseman with his arm around.
It's right around there, bro.
That's intimate. That's the most intimate moment I've seen between two men. I was like, that's touching.
If I got it.
So why can't they just hold hands? Why can't they just, embrace each other, dap each other up? And another thing I don't like while you doing that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, he got his head on his shoulder. You got to be comfortable with yourself.
I'm okay with it. Yeah. And even if they are, whatever they are, I don't care.
That's what they are. Ain't going to stop that man from paying his bills or take care of his responsibility. That's what I understand. None of this.
His parents live with him.
Yeah.
He take care of his parents. Like most of y'all can't even take care of your moms and stuff like
most
that.
Most of y'all ain't taking care of your responsibility. That's one of the main things I hate. A lot of people that's out there critiquing this cover and these men or whatever aren't even taking care of their own shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
You emasculating yourself out here. You not taking care of your kids. You ain't got a job. You just out here just talking. Like that give you something to make you feel important. Like at least I ain't doing that. At least I ain't on the cover doing that. But what are you doing?
And I think it's also a thing where they at in life and they try to use that perspective of I ain't willing to sell my soul like they are. I ain't willing to go that route. But you willing to work a 9 to 5? And sell your time like that? 15, 20?
There ain't no choice, bro.
Like what is
Let me tell you something. I just found out that you can send your poop in and get paid for it.
I ain't know that.
I was watching Kev on stage and he was like, it was a company and I applied. But they give you like up to $500 per poop. This lady said she made like $180,000. There's some stipulations. You gotta be in great shape. But like then in the wait list is long. It's like 6 months. But it's like you may not hear back from us for like 6 months. Of course, because it's like they ask you how regular you are, and like you just sending your information. And there's different ones you can go to. If they got a facility near you, they got different ones you that. I was like,
you need to apply.
There's ways to make money out. As a quick aside,
just saying, like I don't think. And aside from all that, even people that are on their level, the people that are, close to their level or live in a certain lifestyle where they can be in that tax bracket, for you to just judge somebody else that has nothing to do with you, like what emotional trauma do you have? Like a lot of times, like I don't care what people do, I always think it's funny, unless it's to the point where it's hurting or like discriminating towards a certain group. That's when I become like, okay, you're doing something wrong. I don't mind speaking on stuff like that. If somebody's doing something wrong or something to hurt someone or some group or something, that's when it becomes like a more prominent thing for me to say something about that person.
Yeah.
Well, stuff like this, I'm just like, I didn't even see it. I didn't even know. I was like, but ain't no way people talking about
Yeah.
this. That's how far, like, I think I'm removed now from, like,
just
how people think. It was like, I was like, I gave them too much. I gave them too much. It was like, ain't no way out of everything, they mad about this. And I was like, when I finally got that feed.
And see how people was analyzing and writing think pieces.
Yeah, bro, because I didn't even see that thing you showed me before you told me to look at it with the diagram with this. I was like, somebody stopped and did this?
Somebody used their graphic design skills to show how he was being emasculated in that photo, even though that article wasn't about him.
At all.
And the only time he was probably mentioned was by her. Yeah, this is my husband and that's my child. Yeah. They didn't ask for a quote from Rocky.
It was just a picture. Did y'all read the
article? You don't even know what the article said. Article could have been the whole time how this man support me and this great husband and the reason why I got this billion.
That's more of a better picture, ain't it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If in the picture it shows it being in the interview, it's talking about A$AP Rocky being a supportive father, how he always has her back.
Yeah.
And how she trusts him with the kid and being around. Like, if it depicts that, then the picture is perfect.
Picture perfect.
Also, with the same thing with Jonathan Majors. If it depicts him saying, hey, no, I have these things and I built myself like this, but these are my intimate sides. These are my softer sides right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? Do the photo not match the?
Yeah.
And again, it's one photo.
Well, you got several other photos where he damn near militant. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't understand.
But this is at his height, though. That's when they choose to emasculate you, is when he in Marvel now.
Listen, nobody takes away the fact that Young Thug is a gangster. And he wore a dress.
He does a lot of suspect stuff. But you know what? I never think that man wouldn't shoot me if he needed
to. Yeah. I tell you that. And that's not saying that's masculine, but that is a way to, like, that's not a soft person.
We're not.
That's not only when it comes.
Don't get fooled by them painted nails, bro.
Yeah. Maybe if it comes to art, he's soft because he has to be intimate with his music.
Yeah.
But nothing else. Not in my mind. And innocent until proven guilty.
I remember he was beefing with Charlamagne, so he's like, I torture you, boy. I was like, yo. He said it on film.
Oh, for
I was like, yeah, but we're going to torture you, boy. I was like, yo, that's a man that means that.
I ain't never seen
That's a man that means that.
I ain't never seen that.
I was like, yo, it was either Charlamagne or when Lil Wayne was beefing with Birdman.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he was with Rich Gang.
Somebody shot up Wayne Buzz.
So we're gonna torture you, boy. He's about that.
And again, that's not to say that that's masculine.
Nah, but that's not
his.
Yeah,
that's his masculinity.
Right.
That's his box. That's his area. That's his perspective. That's how he lives his life as a man.
Yeah.
So that's his masculinity. It doesn't take away from nobody else's masculinity or the promotion of what masculinity is.
Right.
You identify with whatever you identify. I think what happens is that people have soft brains and they easily influence. Soft brains. It's soft.
Well, you being a whole villain right now.
I'm just saying, man, that's okay, man.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, and some people will be like, you know, the offense, like, well, would you do that? Would you? No, I'm not comfortable wearing that type of stuff, but that's me.
That's me.
But you know what I'm saying? I can still appreciate it. Like I said before, we had a similar conversation. One of the flyest outfits I ever seen was when Billy Porter was at the award show and he wore that tuxedo dress.
That was kind of fly.
With the, I was like, I would first of all, I would have never even thought of doing something like that.
That was fly.
But that material looked amazing.
That was fly, bro.
But that don't mean just because
the outfit itself is fly.
Yeah.
That don't mean I wear it.
Yeah.
Though. That means it.
I can think my lady dress look nice. I don't want to wear it.
I think that's the difference, bro. It's okay to say I don't like something. This is not it. But when you get into start like saying it's ritual,
people don't stop there.
Yeah, don't stop there. When you start saying rituals, you try to connect. The thing is with that, bro, is one thing you always said to me was said, and it's funny that you said it and how you said and how simple it was. Secret society is a secret. What else? Let's say he is in there. Who told you that?
How you know that?
How you know that? Some YouTube channel from another guy making up conspiracy theories and you just following behind it?
Who got to pay his own bills?
You got to pay his own bills. Who got his own financial interest in telling you this? and connecting the dots.
If there's a secret society, you'll never know about it.
You don't know about
and
it.
if you do know about it, you won't be there for long.
Yeah, that one.
That's
Two
one.
ain't a secret
It ain't
society
a secret
no more.
society,
Come
bro.
on, man.
That's another way. Don't get me wrong. We know there are vested interests out there with people doing shady stuff behind closed doors. Nobody is denying that.
I'm not denying that.
We deny it if you know something on a grand scale about some secret society that you think nobody is the wiser of but you. Chances are you are incorrect. Oh, especially if you not like we seen shows and stuff. To learn that type of information, you gotta go hunting in the cave. You gotta solve some hieroglyphs or something. You just ain't looking on YouTube. You just ain't looking on YouTube and find the answers you want. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about a real Illuminati on the YouTube. They would not allow it.
That's the thing is if like they control the media. What is YouTube?
What is YouTube? Media source. You got to go to the bowels of Jerusalem to start. It's got to be on some. What's that movie? The National Treasure to like actually find out.
And even if you don't,
whoever said hidden in plain sight was a liar.
And even if you do figure it out, even if you just like, well, this is all this. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What they doing now?
Complaining. I think that's my biggest issue. Is like, Brian, I do not like people just putting stickers on people.
That's how people do though. It's how helps people in category and help keep people where they're understanding so they can function. You can't be this and exist. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't be this and then be this too. No, right. No, two things can be true.
Like if you I've heard statements like if you talk about trans people, whatever, it's like if you want to be gay, just be gay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what if I told you?
What if
I told you
they ain't gonna get it?
There are some men who will change their sex and still date women. If I told you it wasn't? What if I told you it wasn't even about who they was having sex with?
That's not for all cases.
Yeah,
but for like those cases, like what if I told you that? Then what? What solution do you have for that? I tell you what, the best solution is: do you research or you mind your business?
It's simple. It's simple.
Like I don't even know how you get so emotionally invested in stuff like this, but I get it, bro. You gotta have something to do and something to point at. Like we do it.
Yeah.
We do it with political things.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I can do something about that.
Yeah.
You know? But like this stuff, I'd be like, I don't always see the things that they see. And with what I'm talking about, I'm kind of guilty of also being in my box of not being able to understand their perspective on why this is a problem.
Yeah.
Like this teaching the kids is, are they your kids? Because if they're your kids, then you should shield them from it. If you feel like that, because they're your kids. But if you feel like they just random kids, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that society is still gonna function just fine without that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that doesn't stop the person, the other man, some other man from getting a job or going to school or like it doesn't. What does it stop?
Yeah.
Like let's say that was them breaking masculinity. Like then they've been doing that for years. If you think that was the case, then what do you think about? I mean, I'm pretty sure you feel some type of way about Martin. Pretty sure you feel some type of way about Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, and all these other people or comedians and stuff like that you put different titles on because they did something that you don't agree with.
Yeah.
Because you don't agree, it don't mean it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's just something you don't agree with. I think that's where it should stop. Because that's where you can I feel like that's the furthest you can go without, you know what I'm saying, just making up and then coming up with stuff that doesn't serve you to do anything like that. Unless you're really going to investigate this thing. Like I'm going to Hollywood and then by all me, I'll do that. That's when I'll take you serious.
It'd be crazy if we make it into that realm. And like these are some of the most boring people. Like Hollywood people, they's like, man, we go to work, we come home,
we tired.
You know what I'm saying? Or that moment where we get to that level and people start making up stuff like that. Because like what I told you, it's one thing for me to hear bullshit about somebody else.
If I'm in it,
if it's about me and I'm really like, oh, y'all really dumb. Like y'all really just be coming up.
Because like right now it's all a toss up. They could be right, we could be right. Yeah. But the thing for me, it really don't matter. But to be in it, like when we get there and they start saying that we did stuff, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, you really got the wrong guy.
You need help.
Yeah.
You need help. And another thing I want to add is like in terms of like the people thinking that it's a problem, it's like in a lot of ways things like this and images like that really expand on masculinity and like our representation in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Like they show different sides of us. Like that picture
Yeah.
you just showed me of his arm around him. Like we don't see positive images of black men in the media enough of us being intimate and showing a softer side. You know, they have us, you know, us being killers and thugs and stuff like that. But we finally get some depth and show some range in our character, which a lot of black men in here have, like, and that's a problem.
Yeah. I think my issue is also, bro, and then to expand on what you're saying, like I get that. I get that type of thing when I'm at work. Like when I'm at work, people come up to me and it's like, well, you so unapproachable. And I ask them why. It's like, you just quiet, you don't bother anybody. And it's just how I feel when I'm around. I told you about that girl, that woman who came up to me and said, do you have a problem with me? Never said nothing to her.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. You needed some paper.
She says, yeah, paper clips or something.
Paper clips.
Yeah. How you smiled or how I look. Like, I'm not even at her.
Yeah.
Just random stuff because they don't have a good perspective on who we are. Because they don't identify with us, which is one, because we're culturally different and they don't watch or move the same way that we do. But because of the images that's on TV, the images that's like when you hear news reporters, they talking about this black guy, this human, they say, oh, the big black scary guy.
Yeah.
When you hear that, and then you know what I'm saying, when you hear that, like when we are in like when we have to go to court, we're in front of judges, they talk about how like younger black kids are looked at more than adults than other kids. Because they have depicted us like that. So when you have these other, like you say, these things that expand how we look and who we are, it gives a different look. It gives us a softer side, give us a more human like look for other people who don't have that perspective.
Yeah.
So I do agree with you on that because of everything else that comes with it, just from our experiences alone. Whether it be with the police, whether it be with any other situation that we have to apply for a job or anything.
Yeah.
Or just be around people and they have to like, oh, you know how they are. They mean, they loud, they, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. It's like, no, that's just something you watch on TV and you get that. These are the times when they show us something different. And I think I don't get why people buck that.
Because it's out of their comfort zone, like you were saying. That's not what you see in every day.
But it's like I get that. I do.
But at the same time, you see what's crazy. You see black men taking care of their kids, like
all the time,
like Rocky. But he doing it on the cover just because he behind him because he ain't the feature of the magazine.
Why should he be? He performing at the Super Bowl at that time. Like what are y'all talking about? Is he expecting a new album that's as anticipated as Rihanna? Like what are we talking about?
I think I heard.
Is he a billionaire? Like what are we talking about?
I think I heard an interesting perspective from I was watching the Joe Budden podcast. I can't think if it's Ice or Ish. I don't know the difference between either one of them, but one of them was like, it's not. It's like I didn't think that he was being emasculated on the cover. He was like, I ain't like people's responses underneath it saying, that's where he's supposed to be. Yeah, he better be back there taking care of that baby or something like that. He's like, I don't like that part of it. And then they got into a conversation about leadership in the home and who should be leading and all that. And he was like, that's the only part of it I ain't like is that they were saying he better be back there because he ain't got as much money as her. But it's basically their point. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that perspective?
That depends on the situation, that person you are. If you the person that believes that, you know what I'm saying, money is the end all be all or whatever, and whoever got the most money should lead or whatever, then the photo is fine. Cool. But if you were a person I don't think he should be back there because based upon his money.
Which was his point, yeah.
Yeah, but what's wrong with him doing that? If that was the case. I don't. If you want to be a stay-at-home dad, I don't understand why. I have friends.
If you got billions and I can't be a stay-at-home dad, then like when can I be a stay-at-home dad?
Like what's the issue? Like
if I'm doing a good job.
Like I remember, I got into it with this dude at this soup shop.
Yeah,
and we was just talking about in a marriage you have to have this and have to have that. I was like, nah, I disagree, dog. He was just saying like one person have to be leader, have to be over this. It's like a business, and this person got to be your CFO. This one have to be your CEO. You have to. I was like, nah, we don't work like that. Me and my wife don't work like that. He said, yeah, you have to, or you ain't gonna. I said, nah, we good. We doing this for 8 years.
Yeah,
we good. You know what I'm saying? He said, how do y'all work? I was like, whoever's the best at that particular thing, that person takes the lead.
right.
There's no discussion on. I'm not a person like, if I'm lost, I'm not the man driving around saying I get it. I'm looking for help.
Yeah.
Hey man, we trying to get up. I'm all about
Maps. I'm asking people.
I'm all about results. That's it.
And so is that not a good quality to know when you need to shut up?
No, know when to fall back.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like relationships are businesses. Like you can't approach it like that.
He was like, y'all like a project manager type. Yeah, bro. However you want to put a title on that, by all means.
And life is just a series of projects.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? Whatever you need to do is like whenever she like. It's been plenty of times where like I don't know this.
Yeah.
So you got this, and I'm behind you. Whatever you need for us to get through this particular incident or this particular thing, you got this, and I'm gonna let you handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like any other relationship. How many times do you hear that about? Oh, my grandfather, he used to work all the time. Came home, gave the money to me. Come on, man. Like there's. Like I don't understand I don't understand that. Why is it if everything's supposed to be equal, the ideal of equal?
Yeah.
And people want equality in a relationship or whatever the case is. Why does it feel so like nasty when it actually happens? Like why do women complain about having the most money in this situation, and then why do men complain about, women being working more or like taking better? Like what do these people want? I don't think they know.
I don't think they know either, and I think it's based on the kind of person you are, man. What you want out of life, like you were saying, there's some people that do believe, hey, I pay the bills, it's my rules. Some people are okay with it as long as they get taken care of. No. In other positions, some people are like, it's not even 50-50. Is that we partners?
Yeah, that's how
I'm saying. We is a partnership. I'm not just gonna go out and buy a house and like not run it by you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If we together, just because I make the money, either I respect you enough to do that or I don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that type of communication. You gotta want to have that kind of communication.
Why can't people respect people's individuality? I think that's a problem. Like the more we talk about it, I think that's like people don't respect. Everybody wants to be in a group so bad. But the thing is, I had a quote back in the day. I said, the problem with the society is everybody wants to be everybody want to be different, but because of that, they end up being the same.
And that's true. And that's basically the problem in America is.
Well, America, don't let me impose on other people.
Americans, we have this idea. It's like a group think, but we fight for individuality so hard to be able to do whatever we want. But as soon as people step out of the
idea of what you should be,
then all of a sudden is
need kids. You drinking virgin blood.
You drinking virgin blood. Just wild stuff. Just because
I know y'all got them kids down there. This is a pizza shop. We don't even have a basement, dog. Like, what are you downstairs? It's one story, bro. They
moved the basement.
This is a food truck. Y'all underneath
portable basement. So it's like it's such a weird thing how it's like we fight so hard to be individuals, but we don't respect people on an individual level.
That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of stuff, bro, I just don't like. I'm with you, but a lot of stuff I don't care about. I have my initial feel about it, and then I analyze that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what made this feeling come on? Like, why do I feel like this? And then I analyze where that came from, whether it be from childhood or from what I seen on the magazine or what I read or what I consumed.
Yeah.
And then I break that down, and then I get to the point I was like, okay, this means actual this, and this is how I truly feel. So this is nothing, or this is really something. Like, I don't think people get past the first initial, let me break down how I feel. Like, one of my favorite jokes from Dave Chappelle is that I did something that black man don't have the money or the time for. I had to think about how I feel. That's funny because a lot of people, including men, especially black men, we don't break down how we feel about things.
No.
And then we end up in the hole somewhere.
Yep.
So a lot of times, like when I do have those initial things, I stop like, okay, why do I feel like this? What makes me feel like this? Or what is the true the true thing behind it? Then I either research it, analyze it, and then or I bring it back to myself, or I find a place where I can find like ground in that area. And then I'm like, okay, this is what this is, and then I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I don't think people do that second.
That critical analysis on themselves. Like,
Yeah.
why does this trigger me?
Yeah, why does this bother me?
Why does this bother me?
And I don't think people get past it. So they initially go with their first thought. This
offends me. Therefore,
my feelings has to be right. My feeling has to be right over this.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy, man? All these people, because have you ever had somebody tell a lie on you or be so invested? Like, of course you have, because you got my man on Facebook. Like, they be so invested in like who they think you are and all that, and on the other side, it's like you like none of that's true. Like, you don't even care. Like you putting all that effort into something that's not even real. Like, how does that make you feel?
I think them people are just gonna be who they are. And I realize those type of people.
Yeah.
Or nothing.
But that's gotta break you. It's gotta.
I think like when I encounter those people and I get to researching on them people and I get to looking and I get to seeing what they saying and how they moving and stuff, I was like, oh, you have nothing else.
This is it.
This is it.
And to accept that what you think is reality is not true would break you as a person.
Yeah. Cause like if you ever this is your identity. And if you ever break down what this is, I don't think you'll be here, at least as this person.
That's correct. That make a lot of these people that be online, and that's another thing that amplifies this is people got a voice now because of social media, but people's platforms have become their identity.
You used to be like one crazy person in town. He couldn't connect with somebody in the next time.
Yeah.
And now we able to like really connect and then also influence other people's thoughts by doing that. But I think that's that group think that you were talking about. People want to be individuals, but they don't want to be by themselves. So it's like, man, gotta have somebody in the back. You know what I'm
saying? And then once you get into that group, you afraid to step out of bounds because you don't want to be seen.
Because now you're
weird.
part of something.
Yeah.
So when something does go wrong, you like, well.
So you can't be in a group and be like, I think the coach Jonathan Majors is kind of fired. They be like, what?
You on their side?
You like that jacket? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
I watch anime. I thought it was gas. I thought it was good.
Oh, you watch anime? That nigga gay?
Yeah. And then from there, it's just like I say, man. It's just some people, bro. There's a group of people that had a problem with it. I feel like, and I think those people need help. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, Brad. I honestly think those people need to just step outside themselves. I think that's just a thing where you just can't get over the fact that somebody's doing something that you don't like, and you have to emotionally let that thing. I've been like that before. I don't like when somebody do like I do that at work a lot. Somebody do something I don't like. Especially if it has something to do like I know the feeling, not when they use it. I think when they use it is incorrect. Like I know the feeling when something is done to me like wrong.
Yeah.
I know the initial feeling to say something. I don't like this. I'm not doing this. Or that I think that feeling of like the immediate feeling of that this is wrong and I don't have to really overthink this and I'm gonna express that. I think that's what happens.
Like when like my man when we was talking about Mr. Beast and the dude was like, I don't know what about this is.
It's like that.
This is demonic. Like I can't put my finger on it. It's like, well, you probably should hold that in.
You should stop and
analyze it. You know what I'm saying? But you just put it out there, and then people are piggybacking on a thought that you didn't think through. So what does that say about not only like that's what I'm saying? People are piggybacking off of thoughts that people aren't even thinking through themselves.
So are they right in the sense where they feel like, you know what I'm saying, this is going to influence other people because of the statements we just made?
What you mean?
Because like, you know how we can just say there's a picture, I don't connect with that because I don't agree with it. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
With the Jonathan Majors situation. These people feel like the same people that says the crazy, this is demonic. They may feel the same way about those pictures or those covers. that is going to influence other people to do that. That's what I'm saying. They influence people to piggyback off their dumb thoughts.
Yeah.
So they feel like, not saying there's a connection there, but they feel like what they're doing is going to connect to the youth or some other men, and it's going to break society.
And do what?
That's what I'm saying. That's what.
What does that man? So if a man putting on boots that look like the same, like they connect to his pants, like Jonathan Majors, okay, what does that do?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think we mentioned that earlier. It's like, how far does that go?
I need to know this. Like I said, y'all need to put some pictures and some notes and show me the strings and how they connect. How does this man?
Because Jamie Foxx and them did that years ago.
Like another thing though, like Jonathan Majors is like the Negro archetype for a black man. Like, you know,
let them tell it, it's perfect. That's why they did it. You know what I'm saying? He was the perfect person
big lips, big nose, black man,
big body, everything.
Big body. He is the archetype for a Negro male, and he get to shine right now. They say that man was civil rights fine. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny, cuz.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and
that connects.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why he did so good in Lovecraft, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now that you see it, I get it. The harder they fall, he look like he need to be there. You know? And they giving him shine. That's the man women chasing after right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. You see people, European features.
Yeah.
That black man, the Negro archetype is up there getting that shine.
And that's why they feel like they did that. You just give them ammo now at this point. You just gave him ammo. There you go.
Hey, you gotta show me how they use it. You gotta show me the targets they hit with that.
Yeah, they just got the ammo. They ain't got the gun.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. Like I said, I get the feeling and emotional attachment to things because I have it in other things that I feel like, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as how they using it, going about it.
But even though when I have feelings about something, I shut up.
Yeah, I don't say anything
until I can verbalize it. You know what I'm saying? Until I can prove something
wrong.
Yeah,
like I have to know that this should not be happening.
Yeah,
and I have to be involved. Like it has to be done to me, or it has to be like done or said to like you hurting somebody else. But that man just living his life. I don't understand what
that man took off that feather jacket, them jeans that go into the boots, put on his clothes, went home to his daughter.
No, he don't care about the positive or the negative. He don't care about what's talking about.
That's what he said. He was like somebody.
He said what? Controversy is good or something.
Yeah, any controversy, good or bad, is great. That gets people talking. He was like, so for people that have so much like oomph behind us, and like somebody out there like, it ain't even that deep. Like how did it make you feel, bro? To talk, you know what I'm saying? It's like those people that have a personal vendetta against somebody. They do all this shit to try to stomp on their name, and that person is on sleep.
Not only sleep, they don't even know who you are.
Don't even know you exist.
Don't even know you exist, bro. You ever get that feeling, you'll stop this mess. Like you get that. What's your name?
What? It's me. I've been tweeting you every day for the last year.
Still tweeting, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you know I was talking about you because you was tweeting.
You ain't read my blog, bro. This is the first time I've known your existence, and I'm gonna forget you as soon as I walk away.
I don't even follow you, bro.
You didn't even know my feed. I follow 3 people.
Trying to tell you, bro. I think people just are too much invested. No, and that's okay because we invested. At least we on our podcast. I ain't just out here.
I can't wait.
Boy,
I can't.
I'm gonna do stuff. Just I'm gonna look up like they little signs. I'm gonna do that on purpose.
Doing stuff
like
on
I'm
purpose.
gonna start this. I'm gonna have a whole I'm gonna have a video before it come out, and they ain't gonna believe it anyway. I have a video become. I was like, we're gonna talk about how I'm gonna do it, and then once they start saying that we doing it, I'm gonna have like the video.
Yeah,
this is how I fooled y'all. Got you.
So you see, that's why he got that big check. No, it ain't, bro. No, it's not. Like you remember back in the day when Jay-Z dropped his what was that album? It was like 3 had like 3 red stripes on the white cover. And he dropped that On to the Next One video, that black and white video, and all I saw was Illuminati this. This means that. That means this.
I was caught up in that.
Yeah.
I was one of them people.
You just one
all
of the
caught
people.
up in that. That was when I first. They're like our parents now. They just got to the YouTube and stuff. Found stuff, thought it was true, didn't really. Then I was like, I'm racking my brain about what.
And Jay-Z at home, like, I just hired somebody to do the video. I don't even know what.
I didn't even.
I don't even. We found that shit in the garage.
He told me it was gonna be cool. I liked it, and I moved on from it.
You know, that was it. Ain't thought about it since.
Ain't thought about that. I'd be like, y'all willing to go to whoa. I don't even think it's that deep. I think when you actually confront these people and have a conversation with them, I think they.
That's just crazy. A lot of times you get in front of them, you challenge what they believe.
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah. You get them follow-up questions. I think. I think when it breaks down to, I just feel like it. I'm cool with that. I'll take that.
Well, keep that to yourself.
No, you express it, but know that this is just you being emotional. Know that the thing that you feel like, because most of these men is like, this is intimate stuff. So it's like men can't be sensitive, whatever. This is sensitivity. So, this is you feeling a certain type of way about something, and then vocally expressing it.
Yeah.
Not saying you can't or you shouldn't, but understand this is an emotional thing.
Yeah.
This is not a logical thing. You made it make sense to justify your feelings.
You're working in reverse.
Yeah.
I felt, therefore it's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now I got to find a reason to make it true. So
I'm going to let you know now, man. I can't afford to dress how I want right now. We start making some money. It's gonna be a lot of feather capes around here.
Nah, bro, you know me. I'm just plain Jane, no bust down, sunlight.
No bust. Here's diamonds made with tap water.
Sunlight. You know what I'm saying? As my Uncle Wayne would say. But yeah. Anything else on this, man?
Nah, man. I'm surprised we got this much out of it. We're talking about 50 minutes.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good, man.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I ain't got no more talking, bro. How y'all feel about the cover, though? Y'all think it is a masculine black man, or y'all think it's showing its range? Y'all got any other topics you want to talk about? Let us know in the comments, bro.
And if I'm wrong about something, man, let me know, man. I am a harsh talker. I mean, that's just how I talk. That's because I believe that stuff. But if you can change my mind, if you give me a different perspective, I'm willing to look into it, analyze it, and break it down if I can. And if I like it, I'll tell you I like it. If not, then I'm not. But I will talk to you in the comments if you holler. So,
Real. But be careful.
Now do what you want to do.
Be careful, because if you say something that's gonna amuse him, he gonna be on you for no reason until you admit defeat.
You know what I'm saying? So don't believe that, man.
I don't care.
I'm humble. I'm nice. I just
address go check some of them comments. Just the whole thread of him. Just the whole thread of him. Oh, you just stupid. Oh, you stupid.
First of all, it wasn't like that. That man was being ridiculous. First of all, that was Thanksgiving. That man was bothering us on Thanksgiving. Don't ever forget that. That was a Thanksgiving incident.
You will go back after 3 months, just if you think of something clever or think of another point, to check on this man and just go put
that was one time.
Oh, I can't say this. Oh, I ain't even know he said that stupid shit.
That's because I ain't see it. That's different. But leave a comment, bro. I'm friendly too. Don't try to make it seem like that. I'm friendly too, man. I also encourage people to come watch. I also encourage the ideas that people bring. And sometimes people bring good ideas that I didn't think of, or different perspectives I didn't think of, which I love. So please comment. He gonna hit you with points. That's kind of boring. But people don't really pay attention. The people that hate us, they don't really pay attention. Why are we talking about this?
I don't even know. You're just gonna have to see, man. I had to stop, because for a while I was just going.
Yeah, bro.
I was going, man. But
I had to tell you to let something go one time.
Yeah,
let that go, bro.
But people making stupid points, and people doing this shotgun shit. If I ask you a question, answer the question. Don't dodge to another question or bring up another fact. You ain't resolved this fact that I challenged. You know what I'm saying?
That's a comment section, bro. That's not most of y'all. That's just some of y'all. So really, it's the ones that come on to just attack us. I think that is it, but not to like converse with us. If you come on to converse with us, by all means, I'm willing to have that conversation, especially if I feel like you got a good perspective. And sometimes people have. I'm like, I ain't even think about that. But
please watch the videos, man. Don't just come on the video.
That's the problem
just
too.
to get your shit off.
That's the problem. People I done attacked, the few people I did attack when they attacked us, that was only because I knew they didn't watch the video because they said things that we didn't say or didn't even bring up.
Or they'll say a point. Like I remember when we dropped the video about Kendrick Lamar and saying the F word, and this dude was like, well, how would you feel if somebody, a white man said, nigga? I was like, if you just made it a minute 10. You'd have that perspective.
You'd have had that perspective. You'd have been right.
But you can't even wait 10 minutes.
You right. I remember that conversation.
You can't even wait 10 minutes to get your shit off. Watch the video, man. Watch the whole thing, man.
I do remember that.
Get the full context, bro.
I only think I commented on that. I think I let that go. I was like, yeah, I know you didn't watch.
I did. I commented.
Yeah, you did. Like, I remember that. I was like,
but I commented. I was like, you ain't watched the video, did you? That's all I said.
I think I seen it. I was like, yeah, that's enough.
That's all I needed to say. Like, watch the video. And then comment.
A lot of times your answers, whatever question you got, gonna be answered.
Yeah.
Whatever point you trying to bring, we done already answered in the conversation. We talked for a minute. But I'm good, man. You got anything else? You really cut that last part out. We ain't talking about that. I'm TK. This is Darius, and this is Mind the Gap.